Welcome to our 6th session in the summer series from Flower to Flame, revealing the treasures within. And in this session, we are going to activate and infuse our sexual centers with love and joy and bliss, with our most creative, life-giving, powerful manifestation center. We're going to infuse them and then circulate them and sublimate them up into a spiritual experience. So this is the art of Taoist sexual alchemy and ecstasy in Qigong form. There are many practices within this art, and this is the single cultivation, meaning we're working with our own energy, and we're working with unaroused energy. You can work with aroused or unaroused energy. The reason we're working with ourselves first is because we're always with ourselves, and that's the most important person for us to become connected to and understand. And then we're working with unaroused energy because we're mainly unaroused. Most of our day, we're unaroused, and then there's some moments where we're aroused in the day and in the night, and that arousal energy is much stronger and it's much more powerful, but it's harder to control. So if we can work on it now in this state, we create the pathways, so then when we're in these peak aroused states, we know exactly what to do. The energy's already going through these pathways, and so your experience will be amplified. So that's the introduction. So let's just take a moment here as we begin to bring our hands to our hearts, knowing we're about to step across the threshold and enter into this practice, which is a sacred and beautiful practice. The Taoists call this practice clouds and rain, lovemaking as clouds and rain, something to be celebrated, something to be honored, something that is powerful, and when it's infused with love, it is intended to be celebrated. So with that, as we're at this gate, just take a moment and scan yourself. What needs to be laid down here for you to be able to fully step into and feel and express this experience of sexual energy through your body? And so whenever you feel what needs to be laid down here, feel yourself laying it down as you give a humble bow and empty your cup, setting down any thoughts of shame or dirtiness. And when you're ready and you feel that leave your body, soften your knees, soften yourself, and feel the earth at your feet. And gradually inhaling, slowly and intentionally filling up your body vessel with life force energy. With each breath, fill yourself with love and life until you feel yourself fully here, top of your head lifted, arms open, and step across the threshold. Welcome to our sanctuary. Hands at our hearts, soft smile on your lips. Inhale inhaling. And as you're breathing in and gently smiling, and then as you exhale, let that smile soften down into your heart, as if you're activating your heart. And you're inhaling again. Now imagine the golden rays of sunlight, like at sunset or at dawn. The light on your face, on your skin, surrounded by beauty. And as you're inhaling and breathing in that beautiful light, and then exhaling, shining that light into your heart. Feeling your heart start to smile, start to be infused with this beauty, this appreciation. And now letting this light and this smile from your lips travel to your heart, and now like beams of golden light down into the sacred pool of water in your lower dantian, in your womb, in your cauldron, in your sexual center and genitalia, beaming this love, beauty, and golden light. And now let's bring our awareness down to our lower dantian and have a few breaths here. Breathing in. And with each breath, you're becoming aware of your center, expanding your center. And throughout the practice, we're going to be infusing heart, middle dantian with lower dantian. And so now with this next breath, go ahead and start to give some gentle pelvic squeezes as you inhale. Just to bring energy to your pelvic floor. And then as you exhale, softly open. Inhale. Squeeze. And softly relax. We'll just do this one more time. There. So now we're ready to start to begin. We want to create energy. Always the principle of alchemy, in internal alchemy and Qigong, is to create energy, right? So let's activate our energy in our lower dantian. And really feel yourself rooted and lifted, expanded, as you open your spine and really feel, you've been practicing with me for a while, so really feel that you're knocking along all these points along your belt channel. Right? Knowing this belt channel feeds your uterus, your ovaries, your kidneys. This is your Jing center. Your Jing center is related to your essence, your ancestral wisdom, your DNA, the portal in which you were born, right? The portal in which you create and you give birth and you bring things into manifest form. So you're activating it on purpose because you're going to work with this energy. And now let's bring our hands up to our chest, and we are working with our lungs, so we can inhale and exhale and release and let go. But we're also here working with our middle dantian, our center for love, our center for emotion. And in this three treasures practice, this is the emotions of bliss, of joy, of patience, of compassion, of unconditional love. And coming back down, when we're knocking on our chest, we're activating fire. When we're knocking on our lower abdomen, we're knocking here, we're activating water. Fire and water, fire and water. So we can start to let this slow down. Just for a moment. And see, we went from yang, we were very active, and now we're slowing down, right? Now we're coming into a yin phase. So we're harmonizing yin and yang energies. Sense and feel. Water and fire, yin and yang. And now let's activate this navel center. This is where we were born. Your umbilical cord is from here. This is essence energy. So it's like door of life. We've done this before. You're going to swing forward, and then when your hip swings back, you knock right on your navel and right on Mingmen, the door of life. So you're knocking. And so when you're doing this, you know, you can go as fast or slow as you want. You can knock as gentle as hard as you want. But the point is to bring energy here. So in martial arts, we do this all the time. This is a martial art practice. And you would kind of make your abdomen strong when you hit. Strengthening, activating, bringing attention. And now lower it a little bit and bring a little over your pubic bone and over your sacrum. Notice you're doing front and back. Another yin and yang. And now wherever it lands in your lower dantian. And you can start to slow this down and come to water waves. And feel the water waves nourishing you. When we work with sexual energy, we're working with nourishing energy. Energy of the water, energy of essence. Slowing it down, finding stillness. And now, let's create a little more alchemy here. We're going to do fanning the fire, or it's also called fire breathing. So, your hands are on your abdomen. When you inhale, your abdomen expands. And then when you exhale, your abdomen goes back, your pelvic floor goes back. And it's a strong breath. This is like a bellows. Like we're bringing a fire to life down in your lower abdomen. Last one. Now hold your breath for just a moment. And then when you're ready to naturally inhale, just simply inhale and breathe soft. Just let your body breathe you. Fanning the fire, bringing fire down, bringing this down here. So now let's do kidney breathing. Another deep yin breath. So your hands are on your kidneys. Knees are slightly bent. When you inhale, you expand your abdomen and tuck your pelvis. And feel how that opens up your back. And then when you exhale, just simply relax. Breathing in deep into your kidneys, nourishing your Jing, nourishing your body. This is a Qigong practice. That means this is Qigong for Jing Qi, for essence energy, for sexual energy. One more breath, nice and deep into your kidneys. And then relax. Bringing your hands to your abdomen. We're going to go back into fanning the fire. Two more. Exhale and hold your breath. Soften every part of you except for your pelvic floor. When you naturally inhale, inhale directly to your pelvic floor. Inhale, now hold your breath. And soften everything except for your abdomen. And then when you're ready, just simply relax and breathe naturally. Let your body do the recovery that it wants to do. You can start to feel this energy circulating, right? Let's let this energy nourish our kidneys. We need our kidneys nourished, so we'll do kidney breathing one more time. Whenever you're ready with your next inhale, and you feel your hands. Your hands are extensions of your heart, so feel your heart going into your kidneys, which is the deepest, darkest, most ancient part of you. Feel your heart holding and supporting you as you breathe into your kidneys. So inhaling, knees are bent, tucking your pelvis, drawing this breath to your Jing, to your essence, and then releasing. Let's do that, at least 3 kidney breaths. Ancient Taoists and in Chinese medicine, they call your kidneys your internal genitals. You have a couple sets of genitals from Chinese medicine perspective, your kidneys. And then you have your ovaries, and then men have testicles. So now bringing one hand to the front and one hand to the back. Just let this energy circulate for a moment, just as it is. Just let it do its thing. And then with your next breath, just go ahead and inhale. And as you do a pelvic squeeze. Inhale. And draw this energy up your spine, up to your brain, and let it circulate up to your brain and bathe your brain. So you're drawing this energy all the way up to your brain. Beautiful. Okay. Now, that we'll come back to that. Just let that energy infuse your brain and then infuse your body. Let's go ahead and start to come back to our hearts. Now we're going to start to do these next practices that are specific Qigong practices. These are called the deer forms. These are called the deer forms because the deers are connected to water, connected to essence, connected to ancestral energy. A big reason is because when they lay down and sleep, they curl up in their feet, their hooves, the bottom of their feet, the soles of their feet, touch their genitals. So the kidney aspects touch their genitals. And so that's a way that we learn. And plus, deers are really highly, their antlers are for longevity and vitality and like Genesis. Okay, so just feeling this heart energy. And now you have this heart energy active. Let's let this heart energy come to your breast. And so you can even rub your hands together for a second, bringing this heart energy down to your hands. And if you want to, you can even just smooth it down. Just like bring this heart energy to your hands. Bring this heart energy to your hands. Both sides. Bring this heart energy to your hands. Soothe it, like love it. Feel that, like let that feel really good when you do that. You're like, I am loving you. To your hands, your heart is open, you're nourishing your brain, the deepest parts of yourself, and now you bring to your breast. Your breasts are oases of life. Whether you've nursed a baby or not, they have so much nourishment to give. And so as you are, palms of your hands are circling your breast, just pour your gratitude into your breast, into your body. And like I can see how you're pouring it even into your heart. The beauty that you receive, the pleasure that you receive. Appreciation for your breast. And now when you do this at home in your own practice, you don't need to have so many clothes on, have a nice oil, and do it much longer than we're about to do it here. Well, let's go ahead and go the other direction. And now, see, now that this energy is coming outward. So maybe receive some of the beauty from your heart. Receive what your breast, maybe even ask yourself, in what way am I nourished by my breast? Beautiful. Bringing your breast and shaking, just a gentle shake. And now finding your nipples and then tracing your nipples down and your thumb rests in your navel. Your fingers are touching your pubic bone and your pinkies are landing on your ovaries. That's your ovaries. So let's go ahead and send love to our ovaries. To our ovaries. Remember, we're talking about ancestral energy. We're talking about sexual energy. We're talking about non-aroused energy too. But, your ovaries, you were in your mother's ovaries and she was in her mother's ovaries. I mean, this is why this is called ancestral chi here, right? And so in a way, we're healing ourselves and we're healing our line here with this practice, right? And so maybe just send some love to your ovaries. And then you can go the other direction and just sense and feel in what ways your ovaries are loving you, showing you about love. Beautiful. Let's just hold for a second. I wasn't planning on doing this, but there's another practice right here. Just come down to your knees and just pull up toward your pelvic floor and then softly down. So you're massaging up. There's more energy up, softly down. Inhale that nice squeeze up and soft open. This is another piece. Beautiful. Coming up, resting your hands here. Now let's spiral this energy. You can have one hand holding your kidneys, one hand on your sacrum, one hand on your womb. And we do these hip circles. You know how much I love these hip circles. We're just going to do them for a short time. But when you inhale, your pelvis goes back. And I'm not mirroring you. So when you exhale, your pelvis is forward and then inhaling back. Just whatever way you want to go. And really bring your mind here, inside your body, inside your pelvis. Inhaling back, exhaling forward. Just stirring, because we're creating fire below the cauldron. So in a sense, you're stirring the cauldron. Let's stir our cauldron. This alchemical cauldron that is filled with our essence, and we're infusing it with love. And we're also just opening and activating all these chi channels and circulation. Let's go ahead and spiral outward, staying the same direction, just making your movements bigger so we can let this energy infuse our entire body. And then start to make your circles smaller. Smaller. And smaller. Until you come to stillness. Soften your pelvic floor. Open your pelvic floor. And then maybe give a little squeeze with your next inhale, and soften, just bringing pleasure to the practice. Inhaling, let's go the other direction. Exhaling front, inhaling back. Small circles. Small hip opening, activating, undulating, feminine circles. And now make your spiral bigger. And let that pleasure, let that essence, let that love just go through your being. Beautiful. Starting to make this circle smaller. And come back to your small hip circles. And gradually and slowly make this smaller and smaller until you come to stillness. Even though your body is still, feel how this energy is spiraling and moving. Just letting this nourishing energy now, there's like a steam and a vapor, an elixir that's being created that's starting to circulate and just move freely through your body. So you can take a little sip, draw it up your spine, gently squeeze your pelvic floor up, and just let it nourish your brain. And as it pours back down through your body, let there be a gentle smile, activating your heart. Okay, here, let's do some more spinal cord opening activation with spinal cord breathing. Inhaling, arching back. Exhaling, or curving forward. Inhaling, opening your heart, opening your throat. Closing yourself, closing, letting the back of your heart open. Activating your spine. As you inhale, the breath just draws in. And as you exhale, it just squeezes out. So any of the old dross or impurities just get squeezed out as this alchemy of our sexual energy and heart energy is becoming refined and purified. And you can also have that same sort of focus when you inhale. The breath is just coming into your lung, but you can, if you can, you can just draw it all the way down to your pelvic floor. Really open yourself and close yourself. One more. As we close, let your hands float down. Sense and feel. When you stand like this, when your hands float down, let there be a roundness to your arms. Let your fingers not be tight, but let them be open. Top of your head lifted. The soles of your feet are to the earth. This is Wu Ji stance. This is the open, empty stance. So feel yourself be open. And just sense and feel how this energy is moving through your body. This is nourishing, creative, vitality, healing, elixir of love. Beautiful. Bringing our hands to our heart, we'll do one more sort of activation before we get into our flow. Soaring crane. Inhale, exhale, inhale, open, inspire, breathe in, exhale, close your heart, prayer, heart to the earth, heart to the sky, heart to the earth, heart to the sky. So when your heart's to the sky, you're bringing in the light, and when it's heart to the earth, just let that light shine down to your lower dantian. Let that light just go down to the sacred waters of your womb. Last one. Really opening yourself up to the possibilities. Let's actually do one more. What would it be like if you opened yourself up and expressed yourself in this way? As you bring that possibility to your heart. And now we'll come into what's called as Taoist prayer position. And so your left hand, so I'm not mirroring you, so I guess I'll mirror you. Your left hand is on the bottom holding your womb and your dantian, the waters. Your right hand is at your heart. And now you're creating a connecting point, again, between your heart, fire, your love, bliss, and whatever is real in your heart, right? And acknowledging that, acknowledging what's here, that's very beautiful and safe and sacred, right? And then coming back to that golden light, that sunlight at your face, and then channel it down to your womb waters and see this light shimmering on the surface of the water as you stand in this act of prayer as a sacred vessel, as a sacred woman. Beautiful. And as this sacred woman, we're like a phoenix rising out of the fire. We have all changed. We've all gone through the fires and we've risen again. So let's go ahead and be the phoenix. So bringing your hands down to the chi ball. The phoenix, golden phoenix rising. Okay, here we go. When you inhale, you're going to inhale and let your hands rest on the horizon. That's your exhale. Now we're going to inhale and draw into you all the love, all the resources, all the beauty. And you're magnetizing to you. And then when you exhale out, you're pressing out, and you have this safety, this healthy boundary. And then now turn your palms to the earth and just release and let go. All right? So let's do that again. Inhale, draw into you, magnetize to you your desires, your beloved, your whatever turns you on. Magnetize to you what turns you on and lights you up, and then exhale out and push away everything else that you don't have any room for anymore. And then just release it. One more time. Inhale. Draw in the pleasure, and then press out this container of safety. And then release. And now as you release down, come down to the earth, come down to the mother, come down to the water and scoop up this nourishing energy. And as you do, cross your hands, scoop up and inhale, and now pour all this sustenance, all this nourishment into your body. And as you do, tuck your head in reverence as you are humble and you're protected. This is a protection. You are safe and humble. And now when you're ready, you're going to inhale, you're going to open your arms. You're going to expand from your heart this beautiful, this safety, because you're in this sexual energy. You're creating this safety for you. And then when you turn your hands out and then let your hands float down, there's this sphere of light. You're creating this sphere, your tube of light around you as a sphere of safety and beauty. And bring it back to your womb. And pour that into your womb, knowing that all that, your womb is safe. Your yoni is safe. You are safe. Let's do that whole thing again. We're going to inhale. Exhale, just settle. Inhale, magnetize to you what turns you on, the pleasure. Receive it and press away what you don't need, release what no longer serves you. Magnetically receive reception like yin magnet, dark, rich, beautiful, and push away what no longer serves and let it go. Last time. Draw it all the way in, down, all the way into you, in your deepest places, and then from your truth and knowing, create the safety, release, and then come to the earth. Receive the nourishment. And you can even now, well, let's have this be water. Receive the water and pour this sacred waters into your heart. And as you do, tuck your chin in reverence as the humble, noble warrior, honoring and protecting your heart, and then inhaling and then exhaling, opening yourself, feeling this field of protection and safety, and extending this field of protection and safety over you. And now open and extend this field of love and light and compassion to you. Bringing it into prayer, into Qi ball, and now turning this energy toward your womb. Sensing and feeling. Now that we have been phoenixes and we have risen and we feel really safe, let's open ourselves just a little bit more as the lotus, the radiant lotus blooms. Here we go. And so in order to open ourselves a little bit more, we're going to start with your left hand. You're going to open your hand and you're just going to turn and look back. You're going to look behind you. We could say we're looking to the past, but what we're going to say right now is we're looking to these unseen resources, to some possibility we're not quite clear of that's behind us. And now we're going to receive it and bring it forward and settle your hand. Now your hands are connected to the water, and turn your hand up. So you have water in your hand, and now turn your palm up and let the beam of light fill your hand. So you're holding water and light like a drop. Ooh, beautiful light. Now inhale, and now scoop this in. Now your fingers are pointing right toward your belt vessel. This is important. This actually is this movement right here is important because you're bringing all this into your meridian lines. So you're just funnel it into your meridian lines. And now you're going to unspiral like a teacup and let this energy spiral all through you, through your timelines, and bring it back to your womb. Let's do the other side. Inhale. Open and look behind you with some possibilities you might not see, and bring that forward into manifest reality in front of you. Spiral your hand, scooping up some water, and now your water is infused with golden light. Bring that water and light in, point it toward your belt channel, and now spiral it through all your timelines, all your layers, all your fields, all of you, and bring it to your womb. Both hands now. Now bring your womb, water filled with water and light, up to your heart, and open yourself vulnerably, heart open, throat open. Bring the hidden resources from behind you, pull them forward, in front of you. Spiral your hands, scoop up the water, scoop up the earth, scoop up the light. Inhale, draw it into your belt channel behind you, and now create. Create, my love, create. Let's do this again one more time. I'll talk a lot less. Turning one hand. Let the form teach you. Express yourself. Rise, beautiful lotus. You have been through so much to get here. And so have your foremothers, and yet, boom, here you are, the magical alchemist with water and light in your hands, drawing it into your womb, spiraling up through your spine, out into the universe, creating. The womb of life comes up to your heart, and you open and reveal yourself. And you reach down into the sacred pools, and you stand firmly and scoop up everything you need. Everything you need is right here, and you draw it into your womb, draw it into your body, and you create. Let's just do that last piece one more time. Womb, heart, open, vulnerable, spine wave, scooping down, nourishment, everything you need between earth and sky is here inside of you and outside of you, and you are the creatrix of love, life. Beautiful. Now coming back to the Taoist prayer, opposite hands, fire, water, womb, heart, working with Jing, sublimating it to Qi, and sublimating it to Shen, standing as a prayer. Again, that heat in your body, that light, that love is in your heart. There's a smile on your face. Breathing that into your heart, letting your heart open, and then letting that love and light shine down into your womb, into your genitalia, into your yonis, into your ovaries, into your clitoris, into all your spaces. And now taking that, collecting that, and putting that into a Qi ball, and really feeling that Qi ball, how much is in this Qi ball. And we're going to circulate this Qi ball through the microcosmic orbit. So knowing the Qi ball in your hand represents what's happening inside you. So bring your hands to your navel, and now drop it down to your pelvic floor. Inhale it up your sacrum, up to Mingmen, the door of life, out through your navel, down back to your pelvic floor. Inhaling up to Mingmen, out through your navel, down. Inhaling, pelvic squeeze up. Exhaling, pelvic squeeze softens as the energy flows down the front of your body. One more time. Through Mingmen, out through your navel and down. Pelvic squeeze, energy rises up now all the way up through your heart, back of your heart, forward through the front of your heart, exhaling down the front of your body down to your pelvic floor. Every inhale is a gentle pelvic squeeze as this energy rises up your spine, out through the front of your heart and down. Come back to the image of the mist, of the vapor, of this elixir, of all the ingredients that you're creating with. Up to the back of your heart, exhaling forward. All the way down the front of your body. Tongue is on the roof of your mouth. There's a gentle spine wave as you squeeze. Draw the energy up your spine like mist, up to the back of your heart, out through the front of your heart, and it can pour like water down, back down to your cauldron. Whatever it feels like in your body is perfectly fine right now. Let's rise. Inhale, rise now up, all the way up to the top of your head. And when it makes it to the top of your head here, let's just linger and let this energy nourish and swirl around your brain, up to Bai Hui, up to your crown. Feel this energy nourishing, bathing your brain with this elixir. And when you're ready, just let it pour down your third eye, down the front channel, all the way down, back to your pelvic floor. And we repeat, inhale. And let's go into the cycle, microcosmic orbit. This mist vapor is rising up your spine with the pelvic squeeze, up to the top of your head, bathing your brain, coming forward to your third eye, and then pouring down. Notice if you start to have saliva in your mouth, that's beautiful. Swallow that saliva. That's part of the elixir. That's called, when that happens, you're anointing yourself. You might notice when your hands rise, your feet gently rock forward and back. As your hands come down, you're rocking forward and back on your heels. A gentle spine wave as this mist, as this vapor works its way up, bathing your governing vessel. This we talked about last week. Remember, it holds source energy. So you're now connecting your personal energy with the cosmic energy, and it's circulating through your body. And as the energy rises up your back, it's the yang, and as it falls forward, it's yin. Constantly in this transformational dance, bathing all of your organs, every cell, with pleasure. Start to slow this down. Like really slow it down. Letting your hands come down, holding your chi ball. And let's let this chi ball, this beautiful chi ball, come up to your heart and hold this chi ball at your heart. This is what love feels like. And now bring your chi ball a little bit more into form and bring your palms of your hands, or the heels of your hands, and your pinky and your thumb together in lotus. As your heart is opening, feel as if your heart is opening, like it's blooming like a lotus. And maybe you can even smell the aroma of your open heart that has so much beauty, so much strength. And now this flower is in your heart. And there's just a moment here that says we're with this sexual energy. Just take a moment and look back briefly into your past and just find a few things, could have been today, could have been recently, that you're truly grateful for. So you're going to look back into your past and excavate the treasures of your past, not the problems, something you're truly grateful for. Maybe 2 or 3, 4 things. And now imagine, feel yourself bringing those treasures of that gratitude here to this present moment. Now let's look to the future and think of a few things that you're excited about, that could possibly happen, that you're looking forward to, that you're excited for. And it's sometimes a little bit harder to look to the future, but you can look to the future and just, now you're like excavating the treasures of the future. And bring those back here to this present moment, into this flower. Bringing the past gratitude and future excitement, excavating the treasures of the past and the future into this present moment, bringing it into your heart. Bring your hands and feet together. Make your hands come into prayer and your feet come into closer together. And you are now turning into your candle, just like bamboo in the wind, right? The flickering flame, that beautiful candle, that luminous light. You are transforming from flower to flame in this present moment, infused with creation energy, with love. And it's elevating you to this place of wisdom, shifting your consciousness as a spiritual sacred woman. You're sublimating the density of your body into love and into spirit. This is the practice of the 3 treasures. Beautiful. What a beautiful practice. Now, we're coming to completion. And so now bringing your hands down to your lower dantian and sealing this in. Now coaxing all of that energy. Let's center it like this. Let's center it. Coaxing all of that energy down. You're going to still stay open and love and expanded, but you're going to bring that energy down into your lower dantian, your battery, so it can nourish you in this moment and for many moments to come. Centering, feeling a sense of integration and completion. Now, sealing your hands over your lower dantian and making a small circle. And really feel yourself like stirring, like as you're taking that energy and you're like coalescing, condensing, stirring it up, creating a pearl of light. And see that pearl deep down in the bottom of the sea. This is called the Sea of Qi here. And in your Sea of Qi, you are intentionally cultivating a luminescent pearl of consciousness. Sensing and feeling. Completing our practice, we are going to bow out, making a fist, covering it. Yin and yang, heart and womb, fire and water. We bow. We bow to the practice. We bow to alchemy. We bow to all that is unfolded to bring us here and all that continues to unfold on this sacred journey. We bow to our teachers teachers, and the teacher within. And as we inhale, bring this back to your heart and step across the threshold into your life and carry this practice with you throughout your life, throughout your week. I'm going to ring the bell. I invite you to journal.